Sorry about the crappy camera footage here. So this one's got the 3 RAM slots on there. This one also has an 800 megahertz CPU with a fan. This one over here, we only got 2 RAM slots, and this one's got the 850 megahertz CPU. Probably going to trade this one and put it in here and this one back over to the other one. Or I might just overclock the BGs out of that thing. See what we can do before we burn her up. These things are usually pretty hardy processors. So you either take out the CPU or take out the board, one of the two. Or it just won't work. That's always a possibility. That's more likely a possibility. So for the housing of all these old ancient crappy products, we're going with a nice looking old ancient crappy case. All plastic. You know, these things are pretty slick, but the downside to it, every time you open up your CD-ROM, it's got that much force to push against that. And a lot of these CD-ROMs were ran off a little rubber band in there. I don't know how many of those CD-ROM rubber bands get stretched out and just kill out a CD-ROM. An easy fix for that would be to try to get in there with a Q-tip with some isopropyl alcohol. Not even going to try to say that again. And get in there and clean out that rubber band in them. And of course, I'm going to use the old crappy piece of crap. I wouldn't trust it to light a fire. Power supply. Blech. Forgive me, I just can't talk tonight. 3.5 inch floppy's already in there. Got a mess of cables there to play with too. And it's already got the cutout for your modding of fans. Actually, I have kind of a cool cover for that. It's the old Alien vs. Predator cover. That was kind of cool. And of course, I got the case cover to go with it, which surprisingly isn't all scratched up. I can actually see through that, including the disaster over there on the other side of this table. So I'm kind of surprised. Yeah. I remember right, this thing kind of lights up too. So yeah. It's about era correct, I guess. More of the era of the 462 CPU, I guess. Bear with me, I'll grab that real quick. Yeah, the 462. So this one I'll feature in a video later on. This one is actually the Thunderbird. Well, yeah, yes and no. It is the first CPU that AMD kicked out of there at the 1 gigahertz. Kind of a special little processor in my mind. A little Athlon. So, future video there. And it doesn't even have AGP. About 4x, I believe. Yeah. Be a fun one to stick in a system that's got DDR 400 on there. See what the heck that processor can actually do. I know I can overclock that baby. That'd be fun. And again, this one also has ISA. And the funky little mini port that almost nobody ever used. So, let's get cracking. Get on this thing. Get this show on the road. Get this video out there. I've been slacking. Sorry. So yes, that one was the actual Thunderbird processor, however, it only had like 256K cache on there. Whereas this one has got the 512K cache. So a little more desirable. Fortunately, I don't have the I/O shield. It doesn't really matter. Nobody's going to see the back of this thing anyway. At least I'm the only one other than you guys, so who cares? Not me. Plus side to it is, I do like they already have the heat sinks here. It does have an actual heat sink underneath this one right here. It's kind of a plus. It is the VIA chipset, so I'm going to have to get the VIA 4-in-1 driver pack for this, I'm sure. Let's see, that's about it for this section of the video. Yeah. Let's get her put in. So, hopefully I got all the offsets in place here. And hopefully my microphone is not super out of this world with the pickup of my voice. I know it does pick up quite a few things, but hopefully it's not too bad. I got the little LED connections in there. That's kind of, oh well. Get that junk out of the way, whatever that is. Oh, in case anybody's wondering, no, I'm not giving you the birdie. Don't put your finger in between two pieces of metal and pinch it. You'd make a sailor blush. I know I did. So, let's see if the offsets are already pre-set up on this. Yeah, for the most part. Can't really see myself here. And that was set. That was pretty darn close. That one is. Make sure. Okay, now that you know all your offsets are there, ready to get your screw assortment sorted and keep your wires out of the way. Keep it up, I'll duct tape them in there. Alright, and because I'm not too worried about this build, I'm going with literally an assortment of screws. Let's see, the memory, kind of a mixed conglomeration out of here. 512 stick of PC133. And yeah, that was going bye-bye. It's only PC100. Told you to go bye-bye. Honestly, 512 megabytes is more than enough for this. Get the dust out of the way. I thought I cleaned this thing. I'm only going to go into Windows 98 with this. Get this situated. Which hole wants screwed first? I'm going to go center. Oh, please be the right thread. Oh, about to find out. Nope. And in fact, it's taking the other thing with it. Well, I gotta redo that one now. Short intermission here. Okay, now that we got this all screwed into place, I told you I wasn't going to use the sound card in here. The reason for that is I've been wanting to show you guys this little card for quite a while. It's the Sound Blaster PCI 512. I was going to do this in a different video. Go figure, the one that I was originally going to post instead of this one. I had to come up with plan something or other. I lost count of the alphabet on that thing. So, anyway, it's fried, dead, gone. I ain't worried about it. Old news. So, now that we got that put in, I'm probably going to go with, I'm not sure which card yet. So you got the S3 Trio 3D2X. Don't leave this video right now. There's a reason for these. I know they're old. Or go with the S3 Verge on board Stealth 3D 2000. It's actually one I had an old Gateway, I believe. Pretty sure that came out of an old Gateway. Probably gonna go with this one for now. This is just temporary. I want to be able to do something with it. Any of you guys happen to remember which game it is? Leave a comment down below. And lights keep flickering on me too. Is this actually going to fit in here? Oh, a little bit of sweet talking. It'll slide right on in. Alright, for the hard drive spinny disk thingy combo here, got an old NEC CD-ROM drive. Not sure exactly what speed it is. 30X? I don't know. I'm just going off model. CDR 3001B. Yeah. It was also handy right now. And we got our 16 gig compact flash already set up. I don't even know if I have anything on this flash drive yet. Find out. This is a new enough board, it will detect it no problem. Knock on wood. That everything goes right. Should. So, go ahead and try to get that in there here in a little bit. Go ahead and hook up my audio cable from my sound card to it. See if I'm skilled enough to do this all in one. And yes, I did go ahead and hook up the wires down there. I didn't want to dink around with that on camera. It's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, why is that in there? Hey, an unknown way, yeah. Yeah, he good. Okay, little fan header for something. Throw that off to the side for later. I'll have use somewhere for it. So, I'm going to hide the ugly face on this thing. See if I can do this, and yeah, it ain't gonna fit. And you got two options here. Pull the processor out or pull the cover off. I'm going to pop the cover off first. Disconnect that again. 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. Story of my life. Ta-da! That's actually a pretty good little shot if I get the window out of there. So, if anybody's still watching here on, let me know what you think about the microphone setup, if you like it. Leave me a comment. If you don't like it, leave me a comment. Whatever you want to do. Oh, good thing I did pull that cover off. Had an LED pop out of the socket. Can't do that. You make it look pretty. Need to keep it nice and pretty. Got some pretty teeth on there. There we go. Slap it back into home. These is, whenever you're doing these, I kind of want to make sure that I didn't even check to see if that button will hit it. Yeah, okay. It will. Yeah, okay. Looks like I'm going to have to push a little hard to get that thing to actually activate the CD-ROM. That was another downfall of these cases. You had to spend the extra time to line up everything. And find some more screws I got laying around over here. The only thing I hate about this microphone, and I purposely tried to lube my chair up so that way you guys wouldn't hear it squeak. A lot of screw in here. There we go. And we're just going to tuck the hard drive up out of the way. I'll make it stand. Yeah, I can do a handstand. I just dropped a screw. I don't know where it went. Oh well. It's gone forever. Let's see. IDE 1. Please have 2 floppy controller power units here. We do. And of course, the longest one's there. Put that one in there. Down there. You two. Get in your home. Yeah, I'll make you a home. Put you right there. Cable management at its finest here. Bendy cable. I remember the year they came out with this. It wasn't for this era computer either. You could buy it at the time, but it didn't come out during this motherboard time frame. It was shortly after this. They released the the 100 or the 133 bus speed on there. It was a 133. Anyway, yeah. Reminiscing about my memories here. I remember it was a Western Digital hard drive we picked up back then at CompUSA. It was for my first actual home-built computer, which is pretty much the same one that I did way back last year on my K6 That's what it was. I don't care about the sticker. Get off of there. Anyway, it was a Western Digital 13 gig hard drive. Why 13? I just go with odd, unlucky numbers. 13s and 6s. That's the way I am. It's always been the lucky number that works for me. So, floppy drive is hooked up, powered. All this is set up. Everything's connected for the time being. Almost everything. Correction! One more cable here. As I was saying, everything's connected, nice and tightly placed in there. Yeah, we're going with that. So, since this little cheapo camera can't hold a battery life for more than 30 minutes while on, I don't know what kind of an action camera this is, but it could have worked on the batteries a little better for me. I'm going to get that screw out of there, that's for sure. Where did that one come from? Huh, I got a leftover screw. Oh, I remember. Never mind. Extra. So, plug the camera in, let it charge up. I'm not going to waste your guys' time with installing Windows 98 on here. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. And we'll shoot back to why I'm building this. Kind of a surprise. The Roland does take a play in this, so again, let me know which game you think it is I got for this specific card. One in maybe 5 that actually support this card? I don't know. I think Tomb Raider did. But it's not Tomb Raider. Alright, well, it's time to wrap up this thing. I'm kind of tired of dealing with this computer right now. I didn't even bother with the different processor in there. I just left the 800 MHz K7 in there. I tried overclocking it. It did not like that. Got up to like 910, 900, something like that on the speed, but very unstable. It could be the board, could be the CPU. It's an old CPU, who knows? Anything's possible. It could have been overclocked before I got it. I don't know. Sound card on it, still the PCI 512. However, hindsight's better than foresight. I should have went in there with an ISA card for doing MIDI playback on it, because the game port with the onboard audio right here, I was able to get the MIDI to go through there. However, the Sound Blaster, Sound Blaster 512, I had the PCI 512, whatever. It did not like that going through DOS. So, that's where my argument is. The PCI 128 may have done better on there. I didn't have the patience to try that. So, it is what it is. Spent too much time on this one anyway. The power supply. Well, apparently I did trust it to light a fire. And that's about as far as it went. So, I found an Antec Earth Watts 380 watt power supply, more than enough for this thing. I did end up going through 3 different CD-ROMs to be able to find one that would work with the drivers I had for DOS mode. Yes, it is Windows 98. However, you need CD-ROM drivers for DOS mode still. So I switched out one that works. I think it was a Sony drive I found that worked. Don't quote me on that. It's been a couple days since I finally got it together. Oh, getting tired. Oh. Anyway, the reason why I put the S3 Stealth 2000 or whatever it is, Diamond, who's a Watsa. Well, let's find out. Go ahead and do a dry boot here. I'm going to turn off the light so I don't have that stupid light glare. I'll get rid of that glare too if I can. Well, that was just going to be stuck there. Maybe the monitor counter it. Yep, Sony CD-ROM. I'm gonna raise up this a little bit. Feel like you're going up? Yeah, there we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me talking over the music. Yeah, the reason why I went with that video card is, you guessed it, and is the command you have to run in order to utilize that video card.
This is Vertigo 1 on approach to PTMC Outer Rim Station MIL 132. Request clearance to dock.
Vertigo 1, please confirm security clearance A7.
Affirmative. Transmitting now.
Vertigo 1, you are cleared for docking bay 3.
Welcome to Valhalla Tower, Material Defender. I trust your transfer to this station was recuperative.
Your concern is as underwhelming as ever, Dravis.
We have traced the alien infestation's vector from our holdings in the Zeta Aquilae system, where we require you to gather reconnaissance information. We are fitting your ship with a warp drive prototype for the jump.
Oh, I've already fulfilled my contractual obligations, Dravis. I'm not doing any more of your dirty work.
Yes, your primary obligations have indeed been met, but if you study your standard mercenary agreement, you will notice that PTMC reserves the right to keep you on retainer for up to 72 hours post-mission.
Dravis, you son of a...
If you choose to decline further service, we may consider you in default in your contract, and your fee may be suspended pending litigation. Good luck, Material Defender. Dravis, out.
I knew it! I knew PTMC would find a way to cheat me.
Proceed to jump point Alpha.
Yeah, I couldn't care less if they sue me. But they left me with no choice if I want my money.
Initiate a jump pre-sequence.
And here I thought indentured servitude ended in the 21st century. I only hope this is just a reconnaissance mission and nothing more.
Vertigo 1, you are cleared to proceed to Zeta Aquilae.
Okay, so this is where I'm having the problem with the MIDI playback. Right now, I'll turn it on. This is the MIDI coming from the actual sound card itself, not being routed into the roll-in. Now, turn it a little bit. This is it being routed through roll-in. A little bit of discrepancy. Back to the sound card. Back to the rolling. Sound like sleigh bells going through there. Now I'm going to put them both together. That's just the rolling. That's actually going through the sound card. So yeah, I'm getting better MIDI playback through the sound card. And let's see. Let's view the demo. Yeah, it doesn't do too bad. And I'm on the highest detail settings there, so let's see what we get with custom. I mean, it's all high. And that's about it for that. Enough of doing this thing. So, yeah. It works. That's why I did this video card with this game. Hope you enjoyed. Whatnot. Sorry I put another one out there any sooner. But things happen. And hopefully you guys can hear me a little better on this new mic system. I'm running a wireless microphone. Sad thing is it picks up noises very well. I'm sure you can hear that little CPU fan in there spinning too. So I can't talk very loudly. My voice starts getting really distorted, as you can tell. So anyway, thanks for wasting some time with me, and stay safe and watch out for those blooming idiots out there. They're still out there. Someday. I would say something to the effect of, yeah, I'm not going to. I'd get banned from YouTube. And I don't want to do that. I enjoy doing this. Even though I'm not doing it enough. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. Thank you. Bye.